Yeah. Memory card was still full from Sunday, so that was a bit of a waste of time, but you know, never mind. Yeah, welcome to the 5 sisters. I don't know why they're sisters and not brothers, or mum and dad and 3 kids, I don't know. Either way, 5 sisters. Abandoned calling towers here in the UK. I thought I'd pop down. I've wanted to come here for some time, and this hasn't been one visit, so I don't think that I chose a sunny day with the sun in my eye to pop down here. No siree. I came down here on Sunday, 2 days ago. I had a meeting here today, or locally today, so I thought I'd pop back and get some drone footage and finish off this video, because on Sunday it was super windy, really windy. In fact, it was so windy that what happened was there was clouds streaking above the top of the calling towers, which was really cool. Added a real bit of mood and drama, and it looked really interesting and unusually, I believe, from what I can see online, is the clouds are actually moving straight across the calling towers, which is pretty cool. The wind did keep changing direction. I did get some time-lapse footage, which they were sort of going more right to left, but the wind changed direction and we got some really interesting shots. Yeah, what I needed to do on Sunday though was use my filters. So what I did was I wanted to capture long exposure of the clouds going above the top really of the calling towers. I thought it would add a lot of mood and a lot of drama. So I thought, yeah, why not use my filters and capture a really long exposure. So I used my 10 stop filter, sorry, not 5, 10 stop filter to slow my shutter speed down. I selected f16 as my aperture, which is high for me. I'm usually around f8, f9, f16 I chose though. Kept my ISO really low, 50 I chose, the lowest I could. I was trying to get the shutter speed as long as I possibly could, and it was obviously daylight. Although it was dark and moody, it was daylight. What I wanted to do was slow that down to get some real drag on the clouds and add some real interest above the calling towers. So I put in the 2-stop graduated filter. It's a soft graduated filter, and I put the line of the filter right across the line there of the calling towers to break up the sky and foreground. And although that meant that I had obviously darker columns, I could use some of my brighter exposures if I needed to sort of layer those back in and, you know, brush them back in if I needed to. But turned out I didn't actually have to. That was kind of all right. I tried with my shutter speed. I popped it onto bulb mode. I did 45 seconds to start with, and that was a little bit overexposed. Like, you know, my highlights looked like cream or mayonnaise. Weren't great, so I decided to go back to 40 seconds and not, you know, and try and retain some of the detail in the sky, which is the whole point, I suppose. Okay, let's compare this to Sunday really. Let's have a little look. Ooh, well, I'm angling my camera up actually, which again is unique to me. I tend to get straight lines. I really do in my compositions. My ISO, I'm going to get that nice and low again, as I did before. I had it on aperture priority, so I'm going to change that to manual because I need to control both aspects. I might go a bit wider than I did the other day actually. F16, ooh, yeah. Should be able to get this in one. Some nice shadow fall off actually. On the calling towers themselves from the sun. Haven't quite got the composition I had the other day, so I'm just going to swing this over here a little bit. It's literally a tiny bit out. Yeah, there we go, just like that. I'll move across. So f11, ISO 50. It's coming out with a 15-second exposure time. with the filter sitting there at obviously the 10 stop, and then the soft graduated filter on the front as well. It's a 2 stop. So yeah, just going to take that there now. I actually forgot, talking about filters, I actually forgot the one for the video camera, so that's a bit annoying. I've lost it somewhere at home, so I need to get that out. And the rings I've got with me here don't fit the video camera, so that's a bit poor. Yeah, happy with that. I'll pop this up on the screen just as a comparison more than anything. It's not the one that I'm going to obviously choose and use, but being a new channel, it's good to have your support, so please do like, subscribe and comment below. Have you been to this spot? Do you like the images? Is there anything you would have done different? It's trial and error, isn't it? Photography, personal taste and all that, so yeah, time for a shameless plug, I suppose. I've got a calendar up for sale, 2019. It's my first ever calendar. I've never done one before. It'd be great to have your support. You know, I'll pop the link down below where you can go and purchase, and it'll be shipping sometime sort of early October, I believe. We're sort of printing in the next couple of weeks. I'll start getting the pre-orders out. Anyone that does pre-order a calendar will get an A4 print, one of the 5 images that didn't make the calendar, but still some of my personal favourites from the last 18 months, as are all the other 12 that's selected in the calendar. And I try to choose images colour-wise that reflect the months. So they might not necessarily fit as in lighting-wise, but it's all my best abandoned and architecture locations from around Europe in that period, in that 18 months. So yeah, it'd be great if you could support me in that way. Like I say, try and get them shipped out as soon as I can. All right, that's all for this week. Take care. See you all soon. Ta for now.